Hello everyone and welcome to the Xanadu Chronicles. We are Frank and Jim, two former Seattleites who did the whole work thing and were lucky enough to retire early. We bought a home in the Sunshine State and spent 14 months having it renovated from the studs on out. But even then, a home is never done. Watch as we tackle everyday life and all the random things that come with continually improving, organizing, decorating, and maintaining a home and garden, all in the name of creating our own personal paradise. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. As promised, today is the exterior reveal. As you've already seen glimpses here and there in our last 3 videos, you're probably wondering what it all looked like before. So let's do a quick slideshow, then we'll do a video walkthrough so you can see how it all looks today. First up, here's a panoramic of the house when we first bought it. We have a large corner lot and the house is nicely situated. We had some mature plantings in place, some of which had to go, and I'll explain those decisions later. But what was left gave us a great foundation for our landscaping plans. The covered lanai, pool area, backyard area, and side driveway were and still are completely fenced in. Our kitchen, master bedroom, master bathroom, and library guest room all opened onto the lanai. The backyard was a small patch of grass just beyond the pool and really didn't serve as anything other than our pup's potty area. Our pool is surprisingly deep, perfectly sized, and beautifully shaped. Cool fact, it's referred to as a Roman pool. The side driveway was originally intended for our future RV as its permanent parking spot, but as you'll see, our plans have already changed since we moved in a little more than a year ago. I'm sure you recognize our front entrance, and as I stated in our second video, inspiration can come from anywhere, so why not board shorts as one's house color? As we scroll through these pictures, remember, we didn't add anything to the structure of the original house plan. We removed the chimney as it was unnecessary and was actually starting to fall apart anyway. But other than that, no other major structural change was made. We redid our original driveway and actually made it larger. It was in bad shape and we had to install an underground propane tank, so redoing it made sense. Here's the side yard. Notice the gray fence towards the back? It enclosed the backyard area you saw Figgy lounging in earlier. Our covered lanai is an amazing outdoor area measuring 10 by 30 feet and is really an integral space for most Floridians. So that's the slideshow, but before I start the video walkthrough, here's the side driveway after the remodel 1 year ago. As I stated earlier, design evolves with need, and you'll see what we're working on now, so enjoy! Welcome to our new enclosed courtyard area. Since all of our doors are hurricane rated, they open outwards. To avoid runaway pups, fencing in the courtyard was a must. We incorporated large pebbles as the main ground cover for its clean, zen look and for ease of upkeep. The Mexican tiles on our front stoop speak to the color choices of our exterior, which tallies up to 6. Crazy, but oh so right for this house. The main body of the house is painted in a punchy orange color called Mango Madness. All of the trim work and our lanai is white. The portico entrance is a pinkish coral color called Orange Blush, and the large house gables are in a color called Bright Halo, literally the color of sunshine. In the south, many folks paint their porch ceilings in a blue color, and we did the same in a color called Mediterranean Mist. You'll see it on the entrance portico and lanai ceilings. The Bahama shutters complete this truly tropical color scheme in a pastel sagey green. So what do you think? We'd love to hear in the comments. Stepping out of the courtyard, directly to the left is the newly enlarged driveway. On the right is a massive berm. Basically, it's a raised planting bed. Here's something else I'd like to point out. We outlined our driveway, house perimeter and fence perimeter in the same large pebbles you saw in the courtyard. We did that intentionally so that the grass wouldn't grow to them. Again, the end result is a clean and modern look that actually makes life easier for us too. When we were designing our landscape, there were a couple things we wanted to do. First, reduce the size of the lawn. It takes a lot of resources to keep a lawn looking good down here, and we wanted to minimize that. Secondly, we wanted to create a tropical focal point that was contained and added extra privacy, thus the berm being situated directly in front of our living room windows. From the inside, we get a lovely view of plants instead of cars going around the corner constantly, and from the outside, it's not an open show for everyone passing by. We've surrounded the berm and peppered the edge of our property with indigenous coral stones. We also have some of those stones in our courtyard. They add visual interest and wonderful texture to the landscape. Right now, the berm is on the barren side. Since moving in a little more than a year ago, we've gone through several plantings with mixed results. We are still learning what works in our very unique environment, and like interior design, it's all about trial and error. Our courtyard has been through the same issues, but we're close to getting that dialed in. Keep an eye out for our upcoming videos, as we'll definitely be spending some time on this project. Remember the old gray fence that was further back in the side yard? We pushed the fence out 14 feet from the house and brought it up more than halfway up the side of the house to give us a private courtyard area just outside of our dining room. We had jasmine planted on both sides of the new fence, and now we have a gorgeously lush wall of fragrant blooms that fill our house with its heady scent. Who needs candles? Come on into our new side courtyard. The French doors lead into our dining room. We've set up an outdoor dining area so whenever the mood strikes, we can dine al fresco amongst the jasmine. We also have the seating area for morning coffee or afternoon libations. Just like our front stoop, we chose a Mexican tile with a different design to coordinate with the house. We have projects planned back here, like adding plants to the large pots, making new outdoor cushions for the seating, and deciding on what to do with the concrete planter in the seating area. Should it be a recirculating water feature, a succulent planter, or even a table? Maybe something else. What do you think? This side courtyard is an example of a tip that is so obvious, but so many people forget to do, and that is to ask. No one in our neighborhood has a fence that comes out into their yards as ours does. We weren't sure why this was so we asked our architect to look into it. Long story short, he confirmed we could build our fence, and now we have another fantastic private space to use. Now we are in what was the old backyard. First things first, yes, we've got an artificial lawn, but it's not just any old AstroTurf, it's a product specifically made for pets. If it's good enough for the mouse's house, wink wink, then it's good enough for us and our 3 poop machines. We kept the plantings along our fence very simple. Various palms give us that quintessential Florida feel. Future plans include the addition of potted plants interspersed between the palms for more color, pattern, and texture. We'll get our Fantasy Island vibe soon enough. The sand-colored decking and understated pool tile keeps things fresh. Want to take a dip? And finally, the Lanai. We've decked it out with vintage rattan furniture, TV, and even artwork in a mirror, 'cause why not? As we walk over to the side driveway, remember what it looked like at the end of the slideshow? Well, guess what? We decided we needed a shed. Our garage needs some breathing room, and after a lot of discussion and some slight plan changes, Jim started working on this beauty. We'll do another video on that later as well, so you've got to stay tuned. So did you notice that under the Lanai roof, the space is all white? We did this to keep the space feeling light and airy. And since the space functions as an outdoor room, it also relates it to the interior rooms of the house. Don't be afraid to do something unexpected, especially if it benefits the overall aesthetic. Look up, there's that blue ceiling. Now look down. Check out the cutie with her eye on something important, obviously. Extra seating at the bar counter, always a good thing. If you haven't seen our previous videos, click on the links and watch away. Please share, like, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. We'll do our best to keep you entertained and coming back for more. Bye for now.